Who are you?
A Navy pilot wakes up in a clinic outside Washington. Her brother is standing at her bedside. She has no idea who he is. 350 years later, a mayor wakes up inside a buried city of 10,000 people. Everyone calls her a hero. She can't remember why. Two women lose their memories in this premiere, and both times the timing works out beautifully for the people in charge. One of them was about to help expose a war. The other is the only person alive who knows how to shut down a kill switch. So today, I want to make a case. This episode shows you the same technology twice, once at its birth, once at full power, and it all starts with 2 pills in the very first shot of the season. So let's start where the season starts. A hand, 2 capsules, a glass of water. Before a face, before a name, before a single line of dialogue, the first thing Season 3 puts on screen is a dose being administered. And look whose hand it is. The nurse's. Juliet's own hands come later. The first human action of this entire season is somebody medicating the main character. Silo stated its thesis in frame 1. Everything else in this premiere, the murder, the secret message in a bowl of chowder, the fighter jet falling out of the sky in the past, every one of those threads runs back to this shot. Hold on to the pills. We're coming back for them. 3 months after the fire, Juliet Nichols is mayor of Silo 18. On paper, that's a promotion. In practice, watch how her day actually works. Her meals are monitored. Her vitamins arrive on schedule, and every day someone reminds her of the official story.
Remember, the silo is at peace because of you. Because you came back.
The story arrives as routinely as the pills do. Then there's the mirror. Brushing her teeth, she notices the scars, face, body, burn tissue. Her body kept a record. Her mind can't read it. She's carrying physical evidence of a trauma she has no access to, and the people around her are counting on that gap staying open. Because her quarters are bugged. Hidden cameras feed a place called the Watcher Room, where Robert Sims and his people monitor her around the clock. The hero of Silo 18 lives inside a surveillance exhibit. The walkabout makes it worse. Juliet tours the levels with Camille and Deputy Jerry, and the crowd overwhelms her. The noise, the faces, the weight of being a symbol she can't remember becoming. And then, in the cafeteria, packed with people standing and waiting for a glimpse of her, one image cuts through. A woman trading a sheriff's badge for a small toy horse. It's on screen for about 2 seconds. Juliet clocks it and loses it in the crowd. File that image away. Seriously, file it. It comes back at the end of this video. Then the first council meeting, a new body created to democratize the pact. Ed Harwood from the mines reports a structural collapse. Paul Billings reports that Kennedy is still at large, that Lucas is presumed dead, and a masked faction calling themselves the Outsiders is active, and a young shadow from Supply named Orla Kent closes her report with 5 words.
We are good in Supply.
Watch Juliet's face when she hears it. Something flickers. Hold that flicker. It matters later. The Outsiders make their move the same day. They raid IT on level 19, steal an environmental suit helmet, and unfurl a banner over a painted landscape. This is the truth. The display is the lie. And in the scuffle, one of the raiders gets a wrist broken. Watch what the regime does with that. The Watcher Room turns a single injury into a dragnet. Orders go out to find anyone in the silo nursing a broken wrist. They can't identify a face, so they hunt a wound. The Season 1 revelation survived Juliet's memory wipe. It's loose in the silo now, spreading without her. Then the chemical wall cracks. A fragment breaks through on its own. A crowbar, a door, Another silo. Something small, sharp, and real, and it belongs to a life Juliet isn't supposed to remember having. And watch how fast the machine responds. Camille arrives with helmet footage, edited footage, claiming Juliet simply found an empty suit in a refuge hut outside. A memory leaks, a counter-memory gets delivered. Perception management running in real time. The suppression is slipping, and the response to that slippage is the most chilling scene in the episode. Camille consults something called the algorithm, and the algorithm issues an order.
Double the dosage.
The reason gets stated outright. Juliet must never remember that she has to disable the safeguard. Sit with that. The drugging has a mission objective. Those pills from Frame 1 exist to suppress one specific piece of knowledge, the location of the kill switch that can end all 10,000 people. Whoever controls the dose controls whether that knowledge exists at all. And then the final scene, the episode's actual ending, and it's built like a spy handoff. Juliet finds a capsule hidden in her chowder. Inside, a note. Want the truth? Leave your bowl upside down. Go to the marketplace. Burn this. Walk through what that design means. The sender can't approach her. She's watched every hour of every day. So they built a signal the cameras can't read. An upside-down bowl means nothing to a watcher. To the sender, it's a yes. And burning the note erases the only evidence the exchange ever happened. Whoever wrote this understands the surveillance state from the inside. They know exactly what the cameras see and exactly what the cameras miss. And Juliet, drugged, managed, half erased, reads the situation instantly. She leaves the bowl upside down. She burns the note. That's how the premiere ends. A woman with no memory choosing the truth anyway. Whatever they erased, the instinct survived. Someone in that silo is fighting for her memory. Who they are is question 2 of this video, and we're parking it for later, because first, we need to talk about the man running this whole operation, and the lie he tells with a straight face. Robert Sims stands with Juliet on front of the airlock, the very stage of the official story, and explains how Bernard died. The official version, her makeshift suit, firefighter gear from Silo 17, saved her from the flames. Bernard's suit burned away. Poison in the atmosphere seeped in and killed him. His body went to the incinerator. Ash. Nothing to examine, nothing to bury, nothing to question. Then Robert runs a test. He brings up the Season 1 incident, the day Juliet held Camille and Anthony hostage to access a computer.
I particularly hope you remember why you held my wife and son hostage at gunpoint.
He watches her face for recognition. Her blank irritation convinces him the amnesia is real. He leaves satisfied. And then, privately, to Camille, the truth comes out. Bernard survived the fire. He regained consciousness down deep, and Robert choked the life out of him. So inside a single episode, you watch a false memory get manufactured for an entire population. 10,000 people now remember a death that happened a completely different way. Chemical erasure for Juliet, narrative erasure for everyone else. Same regime, same episode, same goal. And study how the official story is built. The suit, burned, nothing to examine. The body, incinerated, nothing to bury. The cause, poison in the air, invisible, so there's nothing to test. Every element is chosen so the story can never be checked. That's the signature of a manufactured memory, a story engineered to be uncheckable. Remember that design. Now, the other timeline, because 350 years earlier, someone else is about to have her memory of the truth taken from her, and she saw it coming. Washington, A dirty bomb has gone off on American soil. The official story blames Iran, and the country is sliding toward retaliation. Charlotte Keene switches trains twice and changes her look on the way to meet her brother. She's a Navy pilot. She thinks she's being followed. Given what happens to her by the end of this episode, she was probably right. And understand her role clearly, because it's easy to miss on first watch. Charlotte is the engine of this entire storyline. She steered the journalist, Helen Drew, toward her brother. She's pushing Daniel to get a seat on Senator Thurman's Iran committee. The plan is hers. Get inside the room where the war is being planned and leak it to the press. The whistle gets blown from within. Daniel goes straight to Thurman. He meets Anna, the senator's daughter and campaign manager. The conversation drifts through New Orleans and through Daniel's invention, drills. Built with 500 Army engineers. The episode mentions it almost in passing. Almost. Thurman turns Daniel down, and privately, she clocks exactly why he asked. She knows Charlotte is involved. Then, the strike. F-35s off the Nimitz, missiles away from the McCain. Charlotte's squadron climbs to 50,000 feet to finish the job. And they fly into a cloud. The missiles go haywire. The jets come apart midair. Something black and alive leaks into Charlotte's cockpit before she goes down. Something stopped that strike at 50,000 feet. The episode points at Iran quietly. The bomb gets blamed on Iran in dialogue. The cloud never gets a name. And notice the rhyme: a catastrophe, an official culprit, and no way for anyone on screen to verify a thing. You've seen that story design before, about 10 minutes ago at an airlock. Charlotte survives the crash, traumatic brain injury, and here's where the episode makes its quietest, biggest move. She gets transferred away from Walter Reed, the military's own hospital, to a private facility in Fairfax, the Heidi Stenson Clinic, the go-to place, we're told, for exactly this kind of injury. Named for a woman who died with Alzheimer's, whose son devoted his entire life to studying the human brain. Daniel walks into that clinic. His sister looks up at him. Nothing. He's a stranger. Now say the surname out loud: Stenson. Because this season's public cast list has one more Stenson coming. Colin Hanks is playing a tech billionaire named Per Stenson. He appears in the trailers. This episode keeps him off screen, which means the show made a choice about your introduction to that family. You met the family business first. And the family business is memory. Stop and look at what both timelines just did. A government's leak problem disappears the moment a whistleblower forgets. A silo's rebellion problem disappears the moment its truth teller forgets. Two regimes, 350 years apart, both saved by a woman forgetting. Once is tragedy, twice in the same episode cut against each other on purpose? That's a thesis. So here's the case I promised you at the top. In the past, the world's premier brain clinic carrying the Stenson name receives a woman whose memory is gone. In the future, an underground state run on an algorithm keeps its mayor's memory gone with 2 pills a day. I think those are two ends of one supply chain. The clinic is where the science of forgetting gets born. The vitamins are where it ends up, refined across 3.5 centuries into something you can prescribe, adjust, and double on command. And that precision is the tell. The algorithm calibrates Juliet's dosage in real time, down to the pill. Precision like that has a history, clinical trials, baselines, a patient zero. I think this episode just showed you the waiting room where that history begins. And there's a darker layer underneath if the show goes where I think it's going. The clinic was born from a son watching his mother forget. If the Stenson empire grew out of that grief, a cure for forgetting turned inside out into a machine for making people forget, then the silo's greatest weapon began as an act of love. That's my read, and I want to flag it as exactly that. The show hasn't said it yet. And on what's actually holding her memory down, I'm taking a position: the pills. The episode shows you its own cause and effect. Memories start leaking, and the algorithm's answer is a bigger dose. The regime treats Juliet's mind as a chemistry problem, because to them, that's exactly what it is. So here's the stake on record, episode 1. This season will trace that drug back to the before times. The first shot of the year is 2 capsules. Shows like this don't open on their B-plot. 3 files stay open tonight. Quickly, one at a time. File 1. Who sent the message? My lead suspect is Martha Walker. Season 1, she smuggled Juliet a note in a holding cell, and that note closed with a promise that they're good in supply. Now, listen to Orla Kent in the council meeting. We are good in supply. That echo is doing work. That's a signature. Alternates worth holding: Kennedy's outsiders, who raided IT the very same day, or Shirley, or someone in mechanical who can't stand watching their friend hollowed out. The marketplace meeting should settle it, likely next episode. File 2. The algorithm. It monitors a human being's psychology and prescribes her chemistry in real time, with stated objectives. This episode promoted it from background lore to acting character. It deserves a full video of its own, and it'll get one. File 3. The list. A character named Helen, a season finale publicly titled Troy, and in the background of the premiere, a toy horse traded for a sheriff's badge. Small objects do heavy lifting in this show. A Pez dispenser has already crossed 350 years, and no one has explained how. I think the horse is doing quiet work of its own. I'm decoding none of this today, but keep a list with me because details like these get chosen on purpose. And spare 1 second for the badge itself. That's the identity Juliet can't remember earning, bartered for a toy in a crowd that gathered just to see her. In a season about memory, even the props are forgetting. Next Friday, episode 2. Here's your watch list. The marketplace and whoever approaches Juliet there, any scene where a dose gets skipped because her flashes break through between pills, anyone in the background favoring a wrist, and the first time anyone in the present timeline says the name Stenson out loud.
If this breakdown showed you something the recap wave missed, you know what that button's for. Drop your reading of the toy horse in the comments. I keep a list, and the best theories go in the video where we open it. And when this season finally shows its hand on memory, I've got a much bigger essay waiting for that day. See you in the silo.